They tried to play us, but we made the game. Offend these haters, turn their shade to shame.
Believe you me.
Stick with the name that pays. Big Daddy everything.
And they thought I was dumb to rap, but how dumb is that when I'm the running back? Gut punch you in front of you at eye level, see if you gon' stomach that. It's food for thought, but we don't feed them hoes, we don't need them hoes. Eloquent, Big Daddy elephant, just in their element. Intelligence, telling men something they could tell a friend. And
Armentum Elefanti, the herd of elephants. Here we are, back again. This time we're live. So a lot of times, we do the pre-recordings, and I don't know, man. Maybe y'all don't feel like we can touch y'all, but we're in there with y'all. Like we in the comments with y'all. But today we live, man. It's
Here we go.
Monday the 2nd, May 2nd at 8:31. I should find a newspaper and hold up a newspaper.
There's no way to refute it. I've spent a lot of time thinking about a way you could refute it, but you can't, brother. That's the day.
That's the day. If you have that, but it could be not the day because you could have an old newspaper.
You could have an old newspaper, yeah, but you can't say that it was that day and you're in front of it.
That's true.
That day's in front of you. So
yeah.
Man, I'm excited to be here, brother. People, Big Daddy Energy podcast. Welcome. We're live. We don't do this for you guys all the time, but here we are. So
we love doing it. Today we're going to be talking about not neglecting the men that you respect. Something I've been guilty of.
Mm-hmm.
And the word neglect is such a strong word, brother. I can't say I actively neglected anyone that I care about, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
you know that if you have an older, like a grandmother or something like that, and you leave her inside of a car,
that's neglect.
Yeah, that's a crime, negligence.
Yeah.
And you care about her, but you just were thinking, I was just gonna go in there and come right back.
Yeah.
But that's criminal negligence.
You can't forget your grandmother in the car.
There you go.
Yep.
And so I consider this a crime if I would respect the man and then neglect him at the same time. I'm guilty of a crime, man. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And the reason that I'll consider it a crime is because there's not many people that I respect. It's a small number, Jeff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not talking about when I'm walking by somebody and I say, "Excuse me," out of respect. Right?
That's kindness. You're a kind man.
I'm a kind man, right? There's people that if I'm walking, if I'm in their presence and I wouldn't be extra loud. Right. Just common courtesy, right? Just courteous.
Right. Yeah.
So I have that for most people, but that's kind of out of respect for myself, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
But the men that I respect, these are men who I feel about them the same way I feel about me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I don't want to challenge them to a match because I respect them. I'm saying not that I think they're gonna win.
Nah, it's not nothing like that, man.
It's because I respect you, man. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, you and I have been compadres for a very long time, brother, and it's never crossed my mind to think who would win between you and I. I've never even thought of it. Right. Even talking about it, I don't really think about it like that, brother. I respect you.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And so, this isn't just like, but I care about you. Like, you're cool. Brother, I absolutely respect you, man. And so That's it.
Big respect.
Yep.
And we reach out to one another.
Yep.
But there's some people that I genuinely respect, man. I'm not just talking about love. I'm not talking about, oh, man, I love that person, man. You know, man, I miss that dude. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about I respect this person.
Yeah.
I respect them. So a lot of people you see, they tap in on some of these, right? It's a lot of guys, man. There's a lot of names that I could say of men I respect. So when I say there's a few men that I respect, it's still close to 30, Jeff. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So I know a lot of people. You understand that?
Absolutely. Yeah.
And of all the people I know, there's probably about 30 men that I respect.
Yeah, that's about right, brother. Because like from the time you've been with Mustache,
Yes,
it's
sir.
about one man a year that you've met that you respect. And you know, how many men have you met in a year, right? In 1 year, you've probably met quite a few. But once a year, you meet a man that you respect, and you know, you might get to 30 or 40 men or whatever that you've met and that you've respected, but it's not that many comparatively.
No, and the 30 is a trimmed down version, because it used to be what maybe I respect 100 men, not knowing much about them. You know what I'm saying? I just say, nah, man, I kind of heard a little bit about this guy. Yeah, man, I heard about you. I respect you. And that was premature. 100 men, it's a lot. That's a lot to respect.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they brush their teeth. You know what I'm saying? I don't know much about them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know much about them, so I had to trim that down. Because if there's men that I respect, they're treated separately.
Right.
Right. And I can't have separate treatment for 100. I'll lose count of who's who. It's 100 people.
Right.
But there's 30 men, and there's a lot of them I don't talk to very often, brother. I can think of right now. I'm thinking of 3 or 4 of them right now in my head. I need to reach out to them. You know what I'm saying? I've talked to them recently within a year.
Right.
But it'd probably be a good idea if I reach back out to them. What say you?
I totally agree, brother. Anybody that knows me very well knows that I am notorious for losing touch with people, man. Right? That's something that I've always had an issue with. Right? I lose touch with people. Because you're dealing with day-to-day life and you're overcoming challenges, and life is being life, and you're being a man. And so it's like one day it's January, and the next day it's June. And it's like, damn it, man, I haven't talked to this guy since January. Jeez.
Yeah.
And that tends to happen, man. He might shoot you a message. I'm thinking of one guy in particular who I have a lot of respect for. He shot me a message, in the evening when I was like, relaxing. And I said, I'll hit him back in the morning. And I need to go hit him back. It's been like at least 17 mornings. You know what I'm saying? And it's not because I don't love him or respect him. It's just, we get caught up in life, man.
No, it's a crime, Jeff.
But it is a crime. And I'll take accountability, man. I will.
That's a crime, man. Isn't that a crime?
No, absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
I got a buddy, man, and you know him too. But he'll every once in a while, man, he'll call me, FaceTime me.
That's dope, man.
But he told me he would. He told me that many years ago. He said, "Hey, man, I'm gonna keep in touch," and he has.
That's what's up, man.
And the ratio of his calls to my calls is about. Do the math real quick. About 160 to 1.
1.6 to 1. That's not so bad. That's not so bad, brother. That's almost 1 for 1, brother. That's not so bad.
No, 160 to 1.
Damn. Yeah. I feel you, man.
That's a crime, Jeff.
It's a crime. Yeah.
Because I do respect them, but that's a crime, man.
Mm-hmm.
That means I'm not making time for the things that really matter. And if there's 30 men out of how I don't know how many men I've met, Jeff. You know what I'm saying? Let's just say I've
Yeah.
met 3,000 men. Let's just say, even though it's well more than that, well over that. But if there's 30 men out of 3,000 that I respect,
Yeah.
what are you doing? What am I doing?
Yeah. They deserve some attention, man.
Yeah, they matter.
Yeah. Absolutely. I
They
agree.
matter. And all of them don't reach out to me, but I can be the one that does the 160 to 1. Probably not 160 to 1, but you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Like overwhelmingly better. Yeah. No, I get it.
Now, man, it's a crime because when he calls, I'm like, man, I told myself I was going to call him next.
Yeah.
And here it is. He beat me again.
Yep.
That's Taylor, man. He's worthy to say his name, man. His name's Taylor. Remember? And whenever
Yeah.
T West, whenever he'll call me, I'll say Taylor gang, Taylor gang, Taylor.
Yeah.
I've been doing that since back in,
Yeah. He's a commendable man too, brother. I respect him, man. Yeah.
I respect him. You know why? Yeah. One of the main reasons I respect him is he said that he was going to do things. And listen, everything he told me he was going to do, every single thing, Jeff, word for word, he's been out here doing the exact thing that he said he was going to do. All of it.
Respect. Yeah.
I respect that. Including, I'm going to hit you up. I'm going to keep in touch. Including that, brother. Including that. And he's a man that I respect. And what kind of started this train of thought, brother, was one of the men who I respect hit me up, man. Talk to me and let me know that. How did he put it? He said you'll never know the impact that somebody can have. Someone else, you just don't know. You know what I'm saying? While you're doing whatever you're doing, you don't know what kind of impact that might have on somebody else. And I realized that it had been too long since we spoke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what if I was going to become a great man, Jeff? I don't know. What if one day I'm going to become a great man? Who would I want to be like great with me? These new people, all these new faces?
Nah, man. The untried faces? Nah. Nah, no thank you.
Nah, man, I know some guys, man. I got my guys.
Wow.
Already, man.
Yep.
You remember King David's battalion? You remember them?
Oh yeah, he had some guys with him, brother. David rolled with the fellas, bro.
Yeah, man, they had a squad, man.
They squatted up. He had the boys with him, man.
He killed giants, and he had his boys. They killed giants too.
Out of respect, yeah, they did it, yeah.
They had giant bodies. You remember King David told him that he was thirsty?
Yes, sir.
In the battle?
Yeah, yep.
And the men risked their lives to go get some water.
Yeah.
They brought it to him and said,
here,
Lord, here, drink this. And he poured it out.
I'm not worthy it is. Yeah.
I want to make sure that we're keeping in touch and not neglecting the men that we respect. What other thoughts do you have on that, brother? Have you ever been hit up by somebody who like it surprised you when they reached out to you and showed you like they showed you the love or expressed their love that they have for you or the respect that they have for you?
Yeah. I've been surprised by it on both ends. Where I thought I was respected by someone, and then when I would try to hit them up, it was evident that I wasn't as respected as I thought I was by the person. Right. And I remember feeling that and thinking, well, I can come up with all the reasons why maybe I think he doesn't respect me as much as I thought he did, but what does it matter? It doesn't matter because I'm respectable. And so if I'm not respected by that person, then it's not on me because I'm respectable, because I'm respected by respectable men. And
Right.
so, and that's kind of how you gauge yourself. And so, like, one of the biggest things I would say, or my thoughts on this would be like, man, listen, you're not an island. Man, you're not an island. When I was a youngster and I would put on some new tennis shoes. I used to be real big into J's, man, and they were still dropping the numbers every year. And I would get a fitted and a pair of J's, and I would throw my outfit together. Back then, we used to dress, the way we dressed, and but I would always like show off to the homies first, right?
Gotcha.
Like
Yeah.
I'd slide through and go kick it with the homies. Hey, what's up, bro? Check me out. And I want their approval. I want them to say, "Oh, you look good. You look dope. Oh, bro, hey, you on it." You know what I'm saying? And brother, that was it. Like once the homies told me I look good, I don't care. I'm good.
Yeah.
And I had an idea. I felt like I did because I put it together. So I kind of already knew I was on point. But the homies approved, the guys, they approved, and I was fly. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the way this thing goes, man. Is your peers, the men that you consider to be peers with you, and even your elders. Listen, man, these guys' approval for you, it matters. Don't act like it doesn't matter. It matters when the people that you respect approve. And the only way you're going to know that is if you're not neglecting them, right? Because especially if you're going through some hard things, right? Because life can be tough, and there's times where it's like more tough than others. And maybe you're doing some hard things and you got to make some tough choices. And you're talking to other guys that you respect and you run it by them. Man, I'm doing this, and it seems like everybody in the family is like mad at me over it, but I don't see any other way out of this. This is the only thing I can do. They might tell you something like, bro, that's what I would do. And there you go. Go get it done because the person that you respect has put a stamp of approval on what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
it's not like we need permission or we're like children out here. Nah, man, listen, where there's respectable men, that's where you ought to be, young man.
Yeah.
That's where you should be. And if you're a super young guy and maybe all your friends are just not on this kind of stuff, go find you some older dudes that you respect, man.
Right.
And kick it with them, man. Go see what they're talking about because where else are you supposed to figure all this out? You're supposed to just like get it how you live on your own? That's ridiculous. That's not how that works. There's a reason why it's like customary to treat your elders with respect. Not just there because they're older.
Right.
We all know that. We've all met old fools. It doesn't matter that they're older. It's because they know some stuff that you don't know, man.
That's good.
So, those are my thoughts, man. Your peers, the people that you respect, don't act like you don't need their approval or it wouldn't help. It wouldn't help. It would help, man. It would help if you know that people you respected were on the same page, or what I mean, or maybe get some insight from them. Neglecting it is just going to isolate you, man. And isolation is devastation.
No, it's true, brother. I'm somewhat of the antisocial
Yeah.
type, right? I come home from work and I thought I was done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Seeing people and talking to people.
Yeah.
I did that all day.
All right. Time to stop doing that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I do genuinely respect these men, and sometimes I can lift them up, they can lift me up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How many people do they have that they respect?
Mhm.
What if their number is smaller than mine and they only have two?
Man, you're in the top two,
And I'm one of them, and I don't even.
and you just hit them up like you just called them. That's a big deal for
That's a
them,
big
man.
deal. That's a big deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I want to consider it a law and make it mandatory, actually, Jeff, that I don't know if you're going to be able to get to all of them. I understand because you might, man, I hit him up, he ain't pick up, so like those kind of things are there, but just a little effort will make it not a crime. If we can just put a little bit more effort into when you think, because we think about these people just when they cross your mind, just think about hitting them up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hit them up.
Because-
Maybe shoot them a little reminder of what you remember about
Yeah,
y'all's
that'd be
friendship.
cool.
You know what I'm saying? Like if y'all were in the army together and it's been years, shoot them a message. Hey, bro, I remember you used to always be so strong in the weight room, homie. How you doing? Something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
remind them, you know.
Yeah, because I've had a few of these calls, Jeff, where people hit me up, man, and we share our respect with one another. Like, here's the things that I respect about you, and vice versa. Even though that wasn't the tone of the conversation, but it just ended up going there. And it's refreshing, Jeff. You know what I'm saying? To know that you've been standing on morals and principles, and you don't get paid for this stuff.
Yeah.
And no one says, hear ye. This is the guy that has done these things. There's nobody doing that, brother.
Behold my morality.
So like iron sharpens iron. So
yeah.
A friend sharpens the countenance of his friend. So it's, I guess we can call it that, iron sharpening iron, man. Just kind of reach out. I'm saying it'd be a good idea. You know, the way I became the way I am now is from heavy brother male presence, man. There was a lot of men in my life, Jeff. A lot of them, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They were teenagers. They were older than me. They were older. There were guys older than that. I had uncles all around. You know what I'm saying? My dad was at home.
I get it.
Brothers, you know. So that's what I want. I want that for everybody else, Jeff. I do, man. I want that.
I totally agree, brother. I totally agree. From what I've known about your life, I've done a little bit of analysis on how you became the person that I know based on what you've told me. And that's the biggest difference between you and most of the other guys I know, is how many respectable men were in your life compared to. So it's like that's how valuable it is. You know what I mean? And now here you are, how did Kendrick Lamar say, a antisocial extrovert?
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you're on point with it, brother. You're on point.
Thank God it's good, brother.
Respect the herd, man.
Absolutely. Hey, I wonder if these guys are gonna like this video or not, man. What do you think?
I think if they like the video, they should like the video.
To let us know that they like the video.
To let us know they like the video. Maybe comment.
Yeah. Cool. You see how we're just in and out with it? It won't take long. You just kind of check us out. Hey, if you're on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
That'll help a lot. Comment. It'll make it to where these videos are shown to a bunch of other people as well, so they can become like us. You know what I'm saying? The herd. You know, big time. And then send some of this stuff to other people. Let's see what they think, man. Other than that, Jeff, any final thoughts?
Yeah. Don't neglect the men you respect, and feel this outro.